You mean the Venus joke? Oh, Venus joke! Hello fellow knights, Finn here and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies, and we're gonna continue where we left off from the previous episode. If you haven't seen it already, annotation right here. From last time, Sayori's gonna tell us something after we went through that date after, well, the festival fiasco and all that. But of course, let's forget about it. It wasn't the best, but it's best to just, move on and let it out, because it was really terrible, I'd say. Also, before I'll begin, it's raining outside, it's really cold, which is why I'm wearing a jacket right now. And pardon if you hear any raining in the background or something like that. I just got these new curtains, which are completely soundproof, or, well, not entirely sure if they're soundproof or not, but still got some new curtains to, to cancel out any background noise. So that's pretty good, which means better content and less background noise, because of course I know that will bother a lot of you people out there. So yeah, that's good. So anywho, with that being said, of course, you guys know the drill. And what time is it? It's Doki Doki time.
Actually, there is something I could tell you. I don't know if it's a good idea, though.
My heart starts to race as a million questions start whizzing around my head. Is this about Fairy Tale, her behavior on Friday, some other secret that's coming right out of the blue? Or perhaps in something else entirely? Sayori?
The truth is,
Was that my phone? If disappointment ever had a sound, it would sound like a ringing phone. Phone! Shut up! With a groan, I fumble into my pocket, glaring at the offending object as if it knows it's responsible for ruining such a moment. It's my mother. I haven't spoken to her in a long time. In fact, the last time we spoke was before I joined the Learning Club. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll answer it. Dang it. I mean, what would you expect? Classic anime, am I right? I'm really sorry, Sayori. I'm going to have to take this. A strange smile is on her face. She shakes her head.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh! Is this Mom C? And okay, I assume this is the profile picture I chose for her, but okay. She looks nice, I gotta say. Alright, fine, I'll take it, I suppose. Hi Mom, haven't spoken to you in a while. Hope you've been good.
Finn, sorry it's been so long. Work has been so hectic over the past few weeks.
And there I was thinking you'd forgotten about me.
Don't be silly, I always worry about you.
Aww. Well, at least Mom C is concerned about Finn, or well, MC rather, because that's sweet. That's really sweet. I know, Mom, it was just a joke.
You and your sarcasm. You must have got that from your father. How have you been, anyway? Are you eating well? Exercising daily? Drinking lots of what?
Whoa, slow down. I've been doing just fine. I've actually joined a club.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. What kind of club is it?
Literature, funny enough. Poems and stuff. Sayori told me about it. She's the vice president.
I hope you stick with it.
Yeah, I don't think the girls would forgive me if I left.
Girls, he said?
Uh-oh. She won't know. Anyway, now it's not a really great time as I'm just chilling with Sayori. You know, at that park you always take us to.
Oh, you're with Sayori? How's she doing?
We're having a catch-up session, actually. She's not changed too much. Anyway, can I call you back later? Kinda cutting her off right now.
Of course. I have the evening off, so we can talk then, okay?
Oh, got some free time? That's good.
Sure thing. Before I go, you are remembering to eat, right?
I roll my eyes before realizing she can't see that. Yes, Mom, of course I'm remembering to eat. What am I, going on a fast or something? Or just think I'm 5? I can see Sayori giggling out of the corner of my eye. Okay, I admit there, Sayori, that was definitely funny. If I were you, I'd be more concerned about Sayori. Lazy girl can't even get out of bed. I grin as I see her laugh turn into a childish frown. I'm sorry, I had to. Oh, stop teasing her, Finn. You're so mean to her sometimes. Jeez, you sound like her. Anyway, got to go. Talk to you later, okay? Love ya.
Love you too. Bye.
I took my phone away and turned back to Sayori. It's okay, phone-kun. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm still disappointed though, like really. This really needs to be put on mute, but it is mute right now for the sake of this recording, so of course no one would bother me because my mic might pick it up or something, so that would be very, very annoying. Sorry about that. Had no idea she'd called.
It's okay. You haven't spoken to her in a while, so it was nice to hear you talking again.
Anyway, what were you saying? Wanted to tell me something? Sayori isn't sitting down by the tree anymore. She's standing up and looks ready to go.
Oh, don't worry about that. It was nothing important.
You sure? It seemed kinda serious.
It's okay. I'm kinda hungry anyway. Can we stop by a cafe on the way home?
You literally just had a popsicle.
Well, you know what they say.
And what would that be?
The fridge is a clear example that what matters is on the inside.
I stare at her. And what does that have to do with anything?
It's about food?
You know what? Let's just go and get whatever you want. We'll be here for a while if I try to understand what goes on in Sayori's head. One tasty lunchtime meal later, Sayori's appetite is finally sated. It's getting to the late afternoon at this point. Hey, Sayori. Not that I enjoyed today, but I think I'm gonna have to call it there. There's a mountain of homework I haven't even started that's due on Monday, and I don't think Sakurai is gonna be happy with me if it's late. Oh, Sakurai? That's what his name is? The new teacher and stuff? Okay, now I remember. Yeah, cause new characters. Whoopee. Her face still has traces of chocolate all over it. She hastily attempts to wipe it off.
Oh, that's okay. I probably should do the same.
We reached my house. Okay, well, we'll see you on Monday then. Have a good one. She waves cheerily.
Bye, Finn. Thanks again for today.
No worries. Sorry I ruined it with the phone call. So your freaking fault, phone-kun.
You didn't. It's okay.
I wish I could spend the rest of the day with her, but unfortunately my procrastination has caught up with me. What a fun evening this will be. And that is, of course, another day ended. Act 2. Past, Present, and Future. Finally. Finally, we're making good progress here, fellow knights. As the sound of my alarm makes its unwelcome presence in my bedroom, I can't help but wonder. And oh, we're finally getting to the blue skies with the clouds graphic here for the text box. That's nice. I really like this. Because, well, since I picked Sayori's route, of course, I believe Natsuki still retains the pink one, but in a different kind of graphic, and Yuri is the purple one, so of course it makes sense because it matches colors and all. And, well, speaking of the blue aesthetic there, I really dig the blue, because, yeah, blue here, my chair, diamonds, all that jazz, because, yeah, really fits this. I really do love it. Do I even need an education? I could totally just become a video game streamer. A video game streamer. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but still, I really need to graduate college right before I can do anything else. But a video game streamer, sure, unless if y'all's gonna donate some money and all that, that's fine. Gift a 1-tier sub to tier 2, whatever and all. But speaking of live streaming, I'm still learning, honestly. I don't know how to, but I could ask some pointers from a certain streamer that I always attend, so be sure to check him out if you want to. Annotation right here, so wink wink. Tell him Finn sent you, because he's awesome. And yeah, and also if you guys want me to live stream, subscribe for some more content. I would really appreciate that, but of course not for me, but for you guys as well. So yeah. Reluctantly I sit up and stretch. I just hope I don't run into any of those lumpuses who ruined their festival. I hope not, because of course I still have my sword right over there and not right next to me, so I really hope I won't run into them. Not to mention, I hope they aren't giving any of the club members any flack, especially Sayori. At least Sakurai is cool. I mean, yeah, he's a teacher, so wouldn't expect much. Okay, I'll stop. Surprisingly, Sayori is already there by the time I arrive.
Good morning.
I give her a mockingly suspicious look. You know, for someone who sleeps a lot, you sure are chipper in the mornings.
Hey, am I not allowed to be happy?
Of course you are, Sayori. Ready for another exciting day? Ready for another super exciting and totally not boring day at school?
Ready as I'll ever be. How about you?
Could be worse, I guess. I'm enjoying history a lot, actually. Sakurai is actually a good teacher.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying. You're pretty lucky to have him, aren't we?
Definitely. I didn't think anyone could top Makoto last year, but Sakurai has somehow managed to pull it off. What? Makoto? Does that mean Makoto Naegi was our teacher? Bro, what? Makoto! Oh man. But at least he gave us hope though, so hey, hope. Hope. I guess it helps that history is a decent subject.
I always preferred those kinds of subjects myself too.
What do you mean?
You know, Japanese, history, anything that isn't math. Or physics.
Still not much of a science kind of girl, eh?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Well, I don't like science either, but it's actually pretty interesting to say the least. You were always better than me when it came to the more creative subjects though. Looking back, when we helped each other out with our homework, I guess we covered each other's weaknesses, huh?
We sure did. I remember we used to doodle on each other's work too. You even handed in that science homework once, and you didn't realize I'd drawn a bunch of animals all over it.
Well, at least a good distraction is always good to focus your mind. Sayori laughs just as school looms in sight. Her giggles, coupled with the sudden remembrance of that silly memory, causes a warm feeling to wash over me. I had totally forgotten about that. My science teacher, on the other hand, well, let's just say he didn't expect a bunch of cats, rabbits, and dogs to be on that worksheet. Well, we were learning about evolution, so I guess you drawing all those animals was fitting, right?
Of course. It totally wasn't me just getting my revenge from you pulling that planet's prank.
Oh, that was something I'll never forget. You mean the Uranus joke? Oh, Uranus joke! Oh, yeah, the Uranus joke. Oh, Uranus. In other words, your butthole. It's the fact that Sayori can't help but giggle when she hears the name is testimony to how she's truly a child at heart.
Yes.
I grin at her, although she initially tries to pout. She can never hold an angry face, even when she's joking. Back when we were first learning about the solar system, I heard what was so funny about Uranus, bro. Oh, Uranus. Oh, Uranus. Oh, Uranus. Your butt. It's the planet, not the obvious genital that all of us humans have. Sayori, being blissfully ignorant at the time, asked me what was so funny about this. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh. Okay. I admit, that was immature, but funny, okay? It can't be funny sometimes, alright? Come on, admit it. I told her to ask her mother how Uranus was looking, and she actually did. Instantly, I can remember in utter hysterics when her mother was both parts confused and stern with her daughter for apparently asking such a rude question. Definitely one of my little personal victories. Come on, you have to admit we got each other good. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at you last time, see? It's a single butthole joke. I don't know why that made me laugh. Give me a moment, guys. Woo! Alright, I'm okay now. I'm okay. Let's not think about the butthole jokes anymore in the comments or in this video, because I'd be here so long laughing my butt off, obviously. Hey, butt joker pun. Okay, that's enough butthole jokes for today. As I make my way over to my classroom, the typical school scene greets me. Students of varying ages making their way to wherever they need to be, no doubt bracing themselves for the drag that is Monday morning. The sounds of chattering and laughter fill the atmosphere as I spot a few familiar faces. Occasionally, a teacher admonishes a laggy student, no doubt reminding them not to be late for homeroom. Outside my classroom, I peer through the window. There's a few of my classmates there already. Sakurai himself looks like he's just only arrived. Ah, Finn. Oh, hello Sakurai. It's good to see you again, sir. Good morning. How was your weekend? Morning, sir. Not bad. Haven't woken up that early on a Saturday for a while, so I figured I'd make the most of it. Would you believe me if I told you I spent it enjoying the outdoors and getting homework done? There's a mischievous twinkle in Sakura's eye as he answers. Why, Finn, of course I would. After all, I've given your impeccable history with handing in homework on time. I would be hard-pressed not to. On the topic of handing homework in time, one of my classmates noticeably fidgets. I'm willing to bet he hasn't done last week's assignment. Of course, having trouble with the assignments and all that, cause we've been lazy, playing on Genshin Impact and watching Twitch streamers and all that. I completely understand that. Granted, there might be 1 or 2 times where I was guilty of the very same thing. At least Sakurai is fairly relaxed about missing the odd deadline. I check the clock hanging on the wall. It's almost time to start, and a few last-minute stragglers hurriedly make their way in. Most people are here at this point. Sakurai is sitting by his desk, a pen between his fingers and a thoughtful look on his face. Emmy hurriedly makes her way past the door and went into her seat next to me. Kind of ironic how she's on the track team, yet she's yet still the last one in, which Sakurai picks up on. Oh, Emmy. She leans back in his chair as Emmy looks up at him with as innocent a face she can muster.
Yes, sir?
How is that a member of the school track team is the slowest one to arrive? Light chuckles fill the room. Sakurai's banter with his students is always amusing to witness. But hey, at least he has a good sense of humor, so he's pretty cool. A chill teacher. I really like that. I had a chill teacher before, and he or she is actually pretty cool, so not sure if he or she's watching this, but whatever. But still, it's always good to have a teacher who has a sense of humor in a good way.
Well, I'm not technically late, am I? She does have a point, sir.
Oh, hello, Shiori.
See, even the class rep is on my side.
Come on, Shiori, what happened to respecting authority?
I'm not the one who's making the rules, sir.
As if on cue, the bell rings. A moment after Emmy slips into her seat. Cutting it pretty close. Now that everyone's here, let's get started. Now believe me when I say that the First World War is one of the most interesting things you'll ever study in school. Although your science teachers may beg to differ. So a conflict involving nations from all across the world, continent to continent. With soldiers as well as civilians involved in the fighting, it truly changed the geopolitical climate for many of the combatants involved. As he talks, his trademark enthusiasm shines through. It's almost like he was born to be a teacher. Now, can anyone tell me the year it started? Bonus points if you explain how it began. If I remember right, it could be around the 1950s, I think, or the 1940s. And before anyone asks, no, bonus points does not mean exception from homework for a week. Oh, fine. I can't help but smile to myself after hearing the mixture of groans and laughs from the class. Well deserved for those who are completely lazy, I'll tell you that. Maybe Monday morning wasn't so boring after all. The rest of the lesson passes by fairly quickly, and before I know it, it's lunchtime.
You're looking a bit livelier.
Sakurai has that effect on us. We're also learning about the First World War, which is pretty interesting.
You're right, it is. Although it's so sad thinking about all of those soldiers who died. In such horrible ways too.
For sure, they were hoping it would be a war to end all wars. Yet 20 years later, they were at it again. Anyway, how was your morning? What subject did you have?
Physics. In the morning. Finn, that's so unfair. We should have a subject I enjoy on a Monday morning.
Sleeping isn't the subject, though.
Hey! I like Japanese too, you know. Japanese, history, even stuff like English. The subjects where I can express myself a bit more.
You know, given how you're in the literature club, it all makes sense now. As in, why you prefer subjects like Japanese. More creative subjects where you can write stories, poems, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think I'll ever need to work out the area of a triangle in real life. Well, I really hope not. Whereas stuff that we learn about Japanese helps with writing poems. Although I don't think the teacher was happy when she found me trying to write a poem in her class. But it's not my fault, right?
She looks at me with puppy dog eyes, and in that moment, it hits me just how adorable Sayori can be. Of course, just look at her. Look at her cuteness. With those big blue eyes, it's impossible to say no to her, and... Wait a minute, where's this coming from? Huh? Yeah, no, definitely not your fault. Anyway, what's that you've got? Oh, getting smooth there, MC. Trying to, you know, fall into Sayori's big blue eyes. And no, I don't mean her other part. You know what I mean. I motioned the food in front of her. It's fairly obvious what she's eating, but I needed a quick change off topic to cover. Whatever was that just came over me.
Eh? You mean this? It's a cinnamon bun.
Of course. Of course!
Very delicious.
Sayori, I couldn't get a word of that, but I'm guessing you're enjoying it. She loudly gulps down the sugary delight.
Sorry. Yeah, it's so yummy. Do you want to try some?
Can't hurt. As she tears off a piece and reaches forward, I'm struck by how soft and warm her hands are. It's only a brief moment of contact, but it's enough to ignite that weird warm feeling within. Oh, what is it? Are you feeling all warmed up inside, MC? I am. Step out of it. I pop it into my mouth and savor the sweet taste filling my taste buds. Oh, come on, stop being in denial. Remind me to get some of my own.
I'm planning to tactically snacking on these during class this afternoon. That's one way of getting me through a boring school day.
Well, if it works, it works. Just like that, the alarm rings, signifying the end of lunch break. And, Well, speaking of lunch break and all, I'm definitely gonna have my lunch for myself, so I'm just gonna walk out the door and, eat. So, yeah, sorry for that, fellow knights. That's it for this episode, fellow knights, or... in other words, that's all for this episode, fellow knights. Sorry about that one. I'm completely hungry, and my mind is really swimming all over because I'm really, really hungry right now. So yeah, seems like everything else is back to normal now, and looks like I'm making good progress with Sayori, kind of, but we'll see about that. Wink, wink. Oh man, the butthole jokes never really get old. Yeah, call me immature if you want to, but hey, at least it's kind of funny, at least. So yeah, if you want to play this mod for yourself, link in the description below. And of course, if you enjoy what you're watching and enjoy what you're seeing right now, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. It'll help me a huge bunch to make content like this, and click on the bell notification to be notified when I upload. So, with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Finn the Doki Knight signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay awesome and have fun, fellow knights.